is a 5v5 tactical FPS game. I'll be going over what it offers and hopefully help you decide if this is one for you. To start off, there isn't any story, this is purely an online multiplayer game. So there is a lot to go over with the gameplay, and personally I highly suggest you complete the tutorial as this covers everything from movement, rappelling, gun control, gadgets and more. If you've played any VR shooter, you should feel somewhat comfortable and be used to the movement and gun control. But for anyone new to a VR shooter, movement is all analog based, but you can lean with your body and head to peek corners and find a more comfortable aim if needed. I will say persevere to any new players, as getting used to a VR shooter may be your biggest hurdle here. Next, let's talk about rappelling. This is one of the main points of this game. It allows you to reach places and breach through windows, which is extremely cool. You can also swing through a window by pressing in the right analog or just pull yourself through by gripping the frame. Now let's talk about weapons and the variety, plus the buy-in phase for each round. On the first round you start with just a pistol. You can spend your money to get a better one, however a majority of the time I just use the Jesper. Fast forward a few rounds and you'll have the funds to purchase a variety of weapons that range from SMGs, assault rifles and shotguns. Each can take a few attachments as well. I'd say give every gun a fair go, as you may find one that you prefer over the other. As well as buying weapons, you can choose from a variety of gadgets which I'll go over shortly. I'm really happy to say that the gunplay on this game is extremely smooth and I've had no issues with lining up shots. Reloading is semi-manual, you drop the clip and put in another and that's it. Time for gadgets. As mentioned during the buy-in phase, you will see a decent variety of gadgets to help aid you with winning the match. Some of these will be different depending if you're attacking or defending. Fortunately the tutorial goes over these and their abilities, so I'm just going to comment on their actual worth. So I did find myself purchasing gadgets over weapons, especially if I was defending. This allowed me to place trip mines and emitters to slow the enemy down. However, when attacking I would just go for a stim and aim for buying a weapon. Personally I think they're a great addition to the game and add an extra layer on how you can play or tackle various teams. You also have the EMP planting, which is done very well, as this actually makes you have to plant by matching the wavelengths. This means that defending your teammate while they plant is crucial. Again, it works the same way when defusing. I'm also happy to say there are a couple of other modes other than bomb defusal, and those are capture point and team deathmatch. However, I did find that people rarely vote for these. Although I'm happy to say both modes are fun, with capture point being similar to hardpoint, but team deathmatch could do with a couple more maps as there is only one to choose from. Let's talk about the HQ. Here you can roam around and complete the shooting range challenges. You can also purchase skins for your weapons and check your career. Another great feature is the actual in-game lobby. This acts more as a community hub, with both teams being able to communicate and pass the time by doing various things. Time for the graphics and performance. I'm happy to say the game looks decent. The graphics are clear and the surroundings look detailed. The overall level designs are very well done. Each weapon varies in detail but all equally look good. As for the performance, the game runs smooth and I've had no issues with frame drops or crashes. Settings wise, the game features smooth or snap turning, but there isn't any teleportation. You can play the game seated and I've had no issues in doing so. Overall, it's a comfortable experience. Overall, Breaches is a game I feel I've been waiting forever for. Its offering of tactical playstyle with team communication works flawlessly in a VR setting, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for this game. From the general gunplay to the shooting range and the lobbies, a lot of thought has went into making this a great team-based game. Sure, there are some things that I would like to see, such as more of a reason to progress in rank and possibly challenges that can be completed to unlock skins for your weapons, but other than that I really don't have any complaints. So, should you get this game? I think if you're a fan of online shooters and want something that requires communication, then this is definitely for you. However, if you don't like multiplayer or having to face other players, then it's best to avoid this game. Personally, I'm having a blast with this one and I can't stop playing it. This concludes my review of Breaches. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to stick around, as I intend on covering all PSVR2 games, so you'll see the new releases as well as the old. Thanks for watching.